Hi everyone, thanks for checking out my channel. Having a look now at the precious metals, mainly gold, silver, platinum, as I was looking for long entry points on these assets for quite a while now. I've been trading short, as I was mentioning in other videos, as I was expecting to clear up some divergences. Now we are pretty much on this, on the targets. Gold here, as we can see. We have an original target based on the divergence here on that point that was actually sitting somewhere around 1900. We did meet that target already previously, touched it again, and now of course with the sell-off we had on the end of last week on the markets, we got caught in there as well, but we are back now on that trend line that's been acting quite nicely as a support. So I've opened first long entry on that large candle backing up. And see how we go. I believe we're going to build up against that trend line for quite some time, potentially for another week or two, until we actually break higher. Of course, with the market at the moment, potentially we could still move lower temporarily. Also here we are meeting on the daily 50 MA, but again we could break temporarily lower. I think 18 below 1900 is of course possible, but the worst could also happen, and we could actually go back down to the key level of 1800. I would make my second entry on that level, but potentially 1900 should we get the right signal. Reason why I did open long as well was that large bullish divergence we got on the 1 hour. I think we see it on the 4. Yeah, we see it on the 4 hours as well. On that drop here, so no momentum, and basically quite a nice reaction here. It would have been probably best to close a little bit higher, so that's a little bit shy to call it proper reversal yet. So I believe what we're gonna see on gold is retests of that trend line somewhere under 2000, but potentially a break lower to continue to accumulate here, and I hope that we're going to break for good out here. If we look at the quote reports on gold, there's nothing concerning here, dropping open interests during that time, but again nothing really major in that move up. What's actually pretty good is that the managed money did start again to accumulate long and follow that move, significantly reducing their short exposure as well. I believe that's very positive because remember that move we had here, start one there, we could see that the managed money didn't follow it, and it was basically just some short covering, but very no strong sort of positioning from the funds on that move. So it's good to see that they're actually present on this, and we will see if they did actually sell in that move, but I believe more likely they didn't actually sell heavily on this. And yes, we got pretty much a similar situation on silver, of course. We got on that trend line, we're also having that bullish divergence on the 4 hours, so I also entered a first position on silver on that trend line here, and I believe that's going to be a relatively safe entry. Of course, there's still a potential because of that very large divergence that's starting down to 22.7, that we could go and meet that trend line down. So now the move, if that was to happen, would be something quite sharp down to 22, potentially to clear up the divergence. Are we going there? Of course, I don't know that for sure, but I'll keep some more cash for this position to reinforce. Should we actually break the 26 convincingly, I believe here we are 200 MA on the 4 hours as well, so critical level. Should we break here, I'm going to edge that position and short silver down to 24 as the first target, double the position there, and potentially leave the hedge running a little bit lower to 22 should we get there. But again, I need to watch closely what's going to happen on that level. I believe we have a high chance to actually hold it, but yeah, let's see. If we look at the quote report on it, we have a significant drop of open interest, so that's not positive for that move on to the upside. Managed money didn't do much, did add a bit of the short position, so there's not much we can say. So other funds did actually add their long position, but they are not that exposed compared to the spot money. So not really convincing in that move. Previous move up, the margin money did actually significantly increase long position. So it is possible we could break lower, but that will depend on the market, of course, which I don't believe we're going to see some major downside from the level we closed on on Friday, sorry. And finally, looking at platinum, platinum's got a quite interesting configuration. So I was mentioning that sort of BF flag. It's actually also some sort of rising wedge that did actually break down here. So the target is unchanged, so we're looking at that trend line at 960. I did start also opening a long position on that drop, mainly because of that 4 hours divergence, very key, and that's because we are approaching that level of clearance of the other divergence we're having on the daily. As we can see here, it's quite significant, so we could actually go back down and clear the divergence to that point. Should we go there, I will double my position again, probably not edging, as we are now approaching the key support already, so a little bit less room to go on platinum, in my opinion. So yeah, that will be the plan. And if we look at the quote reports, as nothing highly concerning, management did increase the net short position, but still holding net long quite significantly. Other funds keep on adding to the long position. Nothing highly concerning, I think, in there. So potential for a bit of further move to the downside early next week, and I believe we're going to see some reversal from there. So yeah, wish you safe trading. I'll have a look at this midweek again, maybe not all of this, but just want to follow how we are, and if it's worth adding to the long position or edging, should we actually break lower. But until then, wish you safe trading and speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.